The final stage of Hero Story is one we'll hardly play. The skip may look terrifying, but it's probably the easiest major skip in the game that's currently used. It, just like Eternal Engine, is something I highly recommend learning the skip for. We start by landing on a rail, jump and bounce onto the rail to give yourself a boost of speed at the beginning, aim to hit the rail immediately, and after passing the speed pads, tap left to avoid the purple rail because the red rail over here is a much more direct path. Once on this rail, we're going to perform a skewed gravity bounce, and this is by far the easiest in the game. Just jump and bounce when Sonic is somewhere in this section of spinning rings so that you have a good angle. Once you bounce, you'll want to turn the camera with the left shoulder button and hold up left on the analog stick. From personal experience, that maneuver was the hardest part of this skip to learn because there's a lot happening. You're bouncing off a rail, turning the camera and the analog stick. The good thing to know is the camera does not have to be immediately after you bounce. Instead, you can give yourself a little breathing room before the camera turn. Whatever you choose to do, make sure you check the time you turn the camera, or whenever you feel safe after that turn. You need to continue holding an angle somewhere within this range for at least 17 seconds. Once those 17 seconds are up, we're past the kill plane and it's time to make our way back to the stage and goal. So, drop the skewed gravity, either by turning quickly to the left or holding up to give yourself a bit of extra height, making the next section easier, and turn to get Sonic on this blue dot of the earth. We're going to be falling for a long while without any visual cue of how we're doing, but just continue holding forward. Around 45 seconds of falling later, the stage should start to pop up. Assuming all went well, you'll be directly headed toward the center pillar. There's one last kill plane here that can be hit, so make sure to always stay somewhere on the right side of the center pillar onward. After a few seconds, you can start heading toward the goal. There's a collision behind the goal ring that if Sonic is in ball form, he won't interact with. But if you homing attacked because you needed extra distance, you'll have to fight to land. Your goal in that situation is to land on the corners of the goal platform, which is tricky and risky, so avoid having to leave ball form as best you can. Otherwise, if you're in ball form, just head straight towards the goal and you'll be perfectly fine. And that's how to do Final Rush skip and Final Rush in general. The only goal for time you need is a run with FR skip. If you practice, this will be the first stage you have that's comparable to a top runner. And how cool is that? Anyway, have a great day and best of luck on your speedruns.